the door was not locked. Okay, I think, oh my God, that's good. Okay, well, this morning we are at the new house. It is a Thursday, and they've been working all week, and so we're gonna head in and see what progress has been made. And then after that, I have to go head over to the old house, and I have to meet an appraiser there because, as I mentioned in the previous video, we are refinancing. I'm refinancing that house so that it's just under my name. So I have to head over there and meet an appraiser, and I might go through some stuff over there. So lots to do today. It's crazy, but let's get to it. Here we go. Looks like the birds may have eaten all of their seeds. There's no birds here today. So maybe I'll put some more seed out there on that little table because they were really enjoying it. Oh, goodness, this mess. The landscaper, I think, gave us 2 weeks before they could come out. And then we're probably going to get a push mower to handle this. All right, let's head in. Okay, well, yesterday I stopped by and they did repaint the ceiling. They were doing that while I was here. Before it was really yellow. And so they painted it white, and I think it looks a lot better. We're gonna go this way. Oh, look, my hydrangeas. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw that I bought hydrangeas. That one might need a little bit of water. But it's been so cold at night that I haven't planted them. This is our new mattress, and I'm so excited about this. We went to the mattress store. We have a purple currently, and I got all caught up in, oh, the purple's the best mattress. You could lay on an egg and it won't crack. And so we bought it, I think, 2 years ago, and it's so firm and so uncomfortable. And I've heard that with purple, you either love it or you hate it. And at this point, we hated it. So we got this mattress instead. I think this is a Serta something. But you know what? I'm looking at this mattress and I'm thinking, that doesn't look like a king, does it? Because I ordered a king mattress. So that might be something I have to deal with today. Let's go in here. We ran into a hiccup yesterday. Kind of expensive hiccup, if I'm being for real. So before, the ductwork would come straight through here, and I think it went up that hole. There was a register right there. The problem is, now that we're switching out the tub, it's going to be sitting right on the register. So we have to move this ductwork over here and put it somewhere in here. And the contractor is hesitant to drill through this cross beam. I guess it's kind of structurally important. So what we have to do is we have to drop the ceiling by like 4 inches, 5 inches to accommodate this ductwork to bring it over, and that way. So it's gonna be about $1,000 in materials and then labor to bring the ceiling down. So we have to get all 2x4s to go across. So I assumed that we were probably gonna run into some issues. It's an old house. There's lots of surprises. And that was the first big surprise. So yesterday, the project was to peel the wallpaper. So there's still wallpaper down here, but that beadboard is going on the bottom. So it's gonna have a chair rail, so the wallpaper on the bottom can stay. We gotta do something to move this enormous cabinet so that we can work behind it. And I don't know, that might be something for Andrew to scoot. Andrew used to run moving crews. Like at one point in his life, he used to run moving crews. He did a lot of different jobs. One of them was moving crews, and it amazes me how that man can move furniture. So that's why he's always hauling everything and doing everything, because he's an expert. Now we are going to head upstairs, and I'm going to take you guys into the bathroom. In the bathroom. So the other issue we ran into is that because it was a clawfoot tub before and it sat away from the wall, the drain is this way down. So what they've had to do is build this little wall, I guess you could say, to bump it out so that the drain matches up. So that was the other thing, but it looks like they've got it all figured out. There are some tub walls. And let's go this way. Looks like they've been mudding in Ashton's room. There was some peeling of the paint. And the reason for that is because I guess the flashing it was fixed, they replaced it. But the flashing used to leak into the wall or something like that. But when they replaced the roof, it was all taken care of, but there's still residual damage. So they have to smooth it all out. And I'm just noticing that the landscapers are out there. So I'm not sure if I mentioned it in an earlier video, but we're gonna keep the same color. And this is called a colonial blue, I guess is what the color this is. I think that's a stump grinder, because I know they had some stumps to grind. Is that what that is? You guys probably know. It just looks intense to me. There's the mattress. Okay, I was really confused. That's a king size mattress for sure. The one downstairs is a box spring. And that's for Ashton's bed because he needs a box spring. So I'm like, wait a second, that's not a king size bed. This is a king size bed. This is the one I was looking for. And it's really comfy. Serta I-Series Hybrid 4000. That's what it is. But it's soft, and we needed something softer. I know some people like fur mattresses, but this was amazing. I could have taken a nap right there at the mattress store. And no, it's not sponsored video, but I was really happy with it. I can't wait to sleep on. I might just set it down on the floor and come over here and take naps. Now I really have to pick a wall color for this. And I'm half tempted to just tell them to paint it gray because I know they're on a time limit. And they're doing really well. They're keeping up with the progress. The bathroom, I think, set us back a little bit. So the contracting work is probably going to take a little bit longer. That's okay. We expected it. But the painting, they're like moving right along. So I keep telling them, I'll pick a paint color, but I'm such a procrastinator because it's a big decision. The bed that I picked out is a mustard yellow. It's upholstered. And so it's kind of bold. And making a decision on the paint color has proved difficult. And this is the other room that I have to pick a color. I think we're just gonna do gray in this room. I'm thinking gray. I'll tell you what, I really like this room for the master bedroom, but Andrew thinks that center room is more ideal. I guess once we get in there, we can always change our minds. And I was also thinking about the layout of the bathroom. It's very crowded. What I was thinking is, if we were to bump this wall, and this is not, I'm talking in the future. If we were to bump this wall out, because this is just a closet over here, we could bump this whole thing out and get a bigger shower in there. Or even put like a tub there maybe, I don't know. But I was thinking about that. I was like, things can be done in there, but that's way down the road. And here is the nursery, and I picked green for this room to match my wallpaper. It's a little intense, but I think it's all gonna work out. The crib that I picked from West Elm, I got an email yesterday that the shipping was delayed and it would get here between June 15th and June 30th. So I had to call them and say, that's not gonna work because the baby's due June 11th. So I had to cancel the crib order, and now I'm back to square one. So I have to find a crib. And I'm just thinking to myself, maybe I should just go to Target and get a crib at this point. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This past weekend, Andrew and I went to Ashley Furniture, and I picked out a sectional that I liked at Ashley Furniture. So the lead time on that is about a month. And in the meantime, I think we're gonna use the couch that we bought at Finders Keepers last year. It was that gray sectional one. And I think we're just gonna use that until the Ashley couch comes in. But I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's super comfy. It's huge. It's a very big couch. And so it'll fill some space in here because there's a lot of space to fill. Some of you are asking about this little secret door right here. And I wish I could tell you, but I can't. No, I'm just joking. It's a panel box. It's very anticlimactic. I was surprised so many people were like, what is that little door? It's really not that exciting. It looks exciting though. We can all pretend that something exciting lies behind this door. And the hatch in the middle of the floor is a hatch to the crawl space. It just goes down under to the crawl space. And now they were telling me that the previous owner actually fell down the hatch and broke her leg. So it's not something we want to open very often because you can fall down it and you can get seriously hurt. So unless we need to access pipes or something like that, it's just there. And it takes 2 or 3 people to lift it because it is solid wood. Andrew and the contractor both tried independently and it didn't end well. Hopefully we're standing far enough away that we don't get a chunk of wood. Oh, wow, it's really flying. I'm gonna stand a step back. Okay, well, since I don't really want to drive my car past the stump grinding, I'm gonna get some bird seed for the birds, I think. Let's put some bird seed out, and then maybe I'll give you guys a tour of the barn. This is all I've been doing because I wasn't really sure what I should be doing. Woo! I've never really had bird stuff before. There we go. I'm sure they'll make quick work of that. Here are the flowers that Julia and my dad planted the other day. Okay, so here's the barn. I know you're all so excited. Ta-da! It's very rustic. So I think at one point this was the wood shop. Oh, look at that. There's cans back there. Oh my goodness. We actually had new ones delivered because we didn't know those were back there. So now we have a ton of them. Huh, that's funny. I almost fell through the floor right there. Look at that. I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, that was scary. So anyway, this is the barn. You can see there's lots of workbenches. We'll call them workbenches. And screws and bolts and anything I could ever need if I decided to take on a big project. Even a vise. It's called a vise, right? It's intense. Over there is our new bed. I got it from Wayfair, and like I said, it's like kind of a mustard yellow upholstered. It's very bold. Either you like it or you don't. I like it. So that's what I picked. And eventually it'll come out of the box. But over here, there is the clawfoot tub and the pedestal sink that you are all worried about. We were thinking of using it down the road, but I had a friend contact me who may be interested in purchasing it for their home renovations, and I'm considering it, just because I would rather it not sit here for years until we get around to it. So I might entertain that idea. But there you go. We did not destroy them. They did not get broken. Everything's good. There's the lawnmower. With a yard like this, it's kind of necessary. And look, we have a little wagon too. We could throw the kids in there and ride them around in the lawn. But our ultimate plan is to put an addition out that way. And we've talked about bringing the business here. I'm running the business from the barn, but Andrew is not fond of the idea because he likes separation of work and home, and having the business here on the property is not something he's a fan of. So I'm not sure if we're going to do that. Our other option was to put the addition on and make it an in-law apartment or like a guest area for when we have visitors. Obviously, these are long-term plans. This is not anything that's happening in the next month. We would have to get plumbing and water out here, and it's kind of a lot. But I like to set goals for myself, so that is one of my goals. And then you can see up there is the loft, and I have not been up there. I'm not going to attempt to go up there. Andrew was up there, and the inspector was up there there's a lot of space up there. And I thought it might be cool to actually turn it into like a loft that we could work out of. Maybe put some sunlights. I don't know. It's a little steep though, let's be real. So those are the updates I have here at the new house. Things are moving along. They're working every day. They're working hard. And I can appreciate that very much. I think I have like an hour or two before I have to go to the old house and meet the appraiser for the refinance. So I'm gonna take you guys along for that. Okay, so I just discovered a problem at the old house, and that is that the door was not locked. It wasn't open, I opened it, but it wasn't locked, and that's concerning. Some of the workers here were complaining that tools were going missing, and that could be the issue right there. Hello? I'm tempted to wait for the appraiser and pretend like nothing's wrong before I go looking through the house. Anyone here? Oh my god, that scared the hell out of me. Okay, oh my god. Alright, I'm just jumpy. Alright, we're just gonna wait on the appraiser. I just walked out of the house and the door slammed on me. I think it was the vacuum effect. That's what I'm going with. I don't know why I'm so jumpy today. Alright, while we're here, why don't we take a peek inside the garage, because I know all of you are curious. I have to be careful though, because the contractor opened the garage once and a giant snake fell on him. There's snakes in the garage. It was a black snake, it wasn't poisonous, but it did fall on his shoulder. So here we are. There is a lot of stuff stuffed in here because we have not been able to get a dumpster. The company we usually order dumpsters from has no dumpsters at all. And they've been telling us week after week, we'll drop one off, we'll drop one off, we'll drop one off. And it's been weeks that we've had that promise and no dumpster. So a lot of the garbage, not garbage, the trash, the construction materials and stuff, like all this trim is trash. The old insulation, trash, it all belongs in a dumpster. And for now, it's being stored in the garage. Over on this shelf, this whole shelving area here is stuff that I purchased long ago, maybe like 7-8 years ago, that I intended to resell. This was my little reselling operation. Not nearly to the scale of what we do now. But, I mean, there's some neat stuff here. I'm afraid those books are probably toast. There's a uranium glass juicer, some chrome canisters, lots of lamps. That banquet lamp back there is nice. That might be a piece that we stick in our booth. But, yeah, so this was the beginnings of my picking adventures. It's a lot. This is what we have left to clear out. As crazy as that seems, we actually worked a lot in this garage. All of that is just construction materials. That part was almost cleared when we worked in here before they had to put the trash in here. This cabinet, I would love to save. I started stripping the paint 10 years ago. And I'm afraid now it's a little bit warped from being here in the garage. But, really, all right. Well, I got a call from the appraiser that she's running about 10 minutes behind, so. I absolutely love it out here. Listening to all the birds. And I don't really mind that the appraiser's running late. All right, so the appraiser showed up. She walked around for about 20 minutes taking pictures, and that was pretty much it. So now I have to wait a week, and I will get the appraisal report on the house, and then I can move forward with refinancing and getting it solely under my name, which I should have done a very long time ago. But we're taking steps in the right direction. So anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. I've got more errands to run today. We should be packing right now. We should be packing to move to the new house. But since we lost our shipper, Andrew has been over at the shop. This is the second day in a row packing packages, because that is now his responsibility. My responsibility became listing. He is now shipping, and so when we should be packing, we're wrecking. But I have been not packing but cleansing stuff. So I have some clothes, some old clothes that no longer fit the kids, and I'm going to be dropping those off at Goodwill. And I'm doing a little shopping, but you guys are going to have to wait for that video, and I will see all of you tomorrow. So long.